In the last episode, we sailed to several islands in the lagoon of New Caledonia. The weather is still not stable. One day we have a lot of wind and rain and storms, and the other day it is absolutely beautiful and no wind at all.
Well, it seems like most of the rain has passed now, so we'll probably leave within now and 10 minutes.
Mark prepared the boat completely alone this morning. Left me with my very slow morning ritual.
Let's not hit two canoes.
Het lijkt ook alsof de kant waar we opgaan er wat minder valt.
Hey yo, Captain Bell.
I don't like to be in the rain.
Well, they have smaller sails, so they need less time to hoist it, but still there's not a lot of time there.
We were all reefed because the weather was really strange, lots of clouds and rain. Finally, we didn't need a reef, so we took it out very quickly. If you have too little sail and there are still a lot of waves, then the boat is slamming, so you need as much pressure in the sail as you can get. This boat is very easy to handle. When Mark was flying the drone, at the same time I took away the reef.
I asked you for a reason, I was there. I ask you now and only then. Oh yeah. Your questions, the reason
The waves are still pretty impressive because of the strong winds that were there the last couple of days. And this is actually inside the lagoon. Imagine how it was outside.
So we jibed the mainsail to go exactly to our waypoint. Definitely much more comfortable with the waves from behind. Especially the sails are not slamming all the time.
questions.
wind is still increasing a bit. The apparent wind is still way within our options with this sails. We've got the wind angle a little bit in favor of the mainsail because that's the sail that we don't want to Chinese jibe. The main part of the shower is passing behind us. We can't even see two canoes anymore. The canoes should be somewhere there. It looks like an angry cloud. Nino should be somewhere there. They're gone now too. So in this kind of weather we would prefer to follow the advised lines, advised routes. So we go to this point and then jibe the code 0 or put the soylent up, and then more or less in the direction we're going now towards the entrance of Prony Bay. Yo, just take the shortcut. We'll see each other in Prony Bay. So now we pass the other side of Carly Island. This is the island where we were last time. We go all the way up here, all the way in there.
Questions, the reason I cry.
This is actually a hurricane hole where we are now, and they forecasted some bad weather for the night. Our anchor didn't hold, even with 35 knots of wind, so it was not that bad. We had to re-anchor in the dark, in the rain.
Sometimes it's 0 and then it's 32. A couple of times already. We re-anchored and we're now on 13 meters instead of 2.3. Just a tiny bit different than yesterday evening. It's good that there's no wind now, so we can dry the sail a little bit from yesterday. I like working, I can watch it for hours.
The media team, Antoine and Justine, they are on board with us for this week. They are switching boats constantly and are filming the whole rally.
The water's a lot browner here. Greenish. Makes a lot of sense to take Antoine on board.
Justine walks and I do the picture.
Spom, 2 canoes, impossible. So at this mooring they had 55 knots last night. Hi guys. It's over there. 2 knots of wind now. Just south of New Caledonia there is an awful lot of wind, above 50 knots.
And on the Dutch King's Day, all the Dutchies wearing orange, which is a tradition, and we had a party on Greatcircle.
We were just moving through the... We were like,
Rob is doing everything by hand. We only had to go 12 miles to another bay. I decided actually to not put the mainsail on.
It's the first try to fly from a moving boat, from Le Petit.
No, from Greatcircle.
Did you already?
Yeah, on Ingyo with A4.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Oh good.
foot bassin. But it's more easy on a catamaran. With drone catcher, are you okay?
Oh, you have a special glove for it. Wow, good! Good job! Impossible is er al, Blue Way is er al. We're going to that bay. Oh, you can already see Nino and Blue Way and Possible.
So we're staying overnight in this bay, and tomorrow we will sail to Mare, the last island that we are going to visit from New Caledonia, and it will be a day trip. It will be 75 miles.
Well, I'm surprised. Let's go.
When we went out to bay the next morning, we started with the standard sails and just checked out what the wind was doing outside of the bay.
Shall I kill the engines? Yeah. Kill the engines?
And then we decided to start with the downwind Jenneker. Maybe later on, when the wind was dropping, we could switch over to the A2. In the morning we had the last bit of rain, and then the forecast for the rest of the day was really dry, so that was perfect.
John told me before that it's pretty relaxed on Greatcircle, and you can see it. Okay, we're gonna jibe the main and try butterfly, but the waves are not very suitable for that, but we'll give it a try. Otherwise we go over the other bow. I'm not sure whether it's faster like this.
Since the accident with the drone on the Atlantic crossing in 2020, I am always wearing a jacket when we launch or bring in the drone.
Squall in front of us.
In Mare we go to a bay on the north side of the island, because the normal bay at Tadin, where you normally go, is only suitable when there's a trade wind. And the wind was coming from the south or southwest even today, so then it's not safe there.
Gewoon zo in een lijn met fok uit.
It's good to have a media team on board, because now we can film things that we can normally not do when we are sailing together.
She's coming. Oh, Mark, you can see her from here.
The manta rays were actually swimming around the boat when we arrived.
I didn't hear.
There's a manta ray there, but you can't see it anymore from here. In the next episode, we are going to cross to Vanuatu.